check this out.
It's a party!
The dope shit.
So good. Good, 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 good.
My name's Robbie Fetters, this is my guitar. I'm gonna keep on practicing until I am a star. R, R, R. The angels in the heavens, the demons down below, they're lining up for tickets, they're coming to my show. Yo, yo, yo. Pick it, little Robbie! You can meet me backstage, I'll score you a pass. Make yourself a cheese sandwich, fill your empty glass. Then I'll go out there singing, 'cause I came here to serve. I'm gonna play my ass off, that's what my fans deserve. Nerves, 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 nerves. Hey! I'm so excited to be here tonight. I'm just so excited to be alive and not sick at the moment. Well, you know, maybe a little sick, but not the way we're worried about. Okay.
Something real.
Maybe that thing won't get you too far. Might never leave your house or take you out of the bars. When you were a kid, you thought you'd be a star. Well, it might happen yet for you and your guitar. Disappointed your dad and you broke your mom's heart. In so many ways, you don't know where to start. Your wife and your kid, well, you tore them up too. And when they threw you out, that left just one thing to do. Play your guitar, play your guitar. Earth people don't understand. They'll try to screw up your plan. Somehow you still can believe. So like that, put your fingers right there. You can't do it wrong, 'cause the sound hits the air. And you stand up and shake it, or rock it in a chair. Play it like a feather, eat the wood there. It opens up heaven, it's the right thing to do. When nothing else works, it'll carry you through. Don't take it from me, just see how it feels when the world fades away and leaves something real. Play your guitar, play your guitar. They'll try to break up the band. Somehow you still can't leave. So you roll out good sleep. play your guitar. Play your guitar. Piss off your dad and break the girls' hearts. Play your guitar. Piss off your mama and break the boys' hearts. Play your guitar. Piss off your parents and break the girls' hearts. Piss off your parents and break the boys' hearts. Piss off your parents and break the girls' hearts. Piss off your parents and break the boys' hearts. It's a miserable world, little boy, little girl. I've seen it all over the world. It is a miserable world. And I talk to my mama and my sweet grandmother too. They've got even sadder stories than the one I have for you. The older they get, the more it hurts. The good times come in shorter spurts, and everybody worries and worries and worries and worries, but it don't change a thing. It's a miserable world, ladies and gentlemen. A sunny day might make you forget, something happens makes you remember again. It's a hard old world, and there's nowhere you can run. Too many people can't solve their arguments. Seems like everybody got a gun. I hope and pray your hearts don't break. I pray and hope I don't go broke. And everybody prays to God or Jesus or the Savior of their choice, but it don't change a thing. Heaven is probably a very lonely place. I have no lack of acquaintance, I got too many friends. Here in hell. It's a nasty old world full of terrifying facts. Mr. President said it's gonna get better. He shouldn't lie to the people like that. It's a hard old world and misery rolls along. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to sing this song. Got your iPhone, can't hear birds singing suburban trees. I just got a coupon from the government giving me 5 pounds of processed cheese. Shit, I was moving towards success, somewhere I got stuck. I'm like a lot of good people, I got a lot of bad luck. The older I get, the more it hurts. And the good times come in shorter spurts. And every day I worry, I worry, I worry, I worry, I worry. But it don't change a thing. No, it don't change a thing. And they're gonna change, and they're gonna change. Miserable, 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 miserable. How about that? Special effects just for you. Wow. Okay. There are some hardcore fans. I know I have several dozen of you out there who have made a lot of requests. I have more requests than I need. I don't need any more requests. This is my 5th show, and every one of them I've whipped out at least 5, 6. Well, the second show, it was 10 different songs. So I'm going to continue to do that for the duration, because I made a promise at the first show that I would do this for the duration. So if you're new, you know I'm Rob. I played in a bunch of bands, made a bunch of solo albums, and just about all these songs I wrote. I've gotten some help from other musicians. You're hearing some other people, like on Play Your Guitar. You hear Psychodots. You hear Chris Arducer on drums, Bad Bob on bass, and one of my many girlfriends. I love her so, Belinda Lipscomb, famous in Midnight Star, singing. Then on Miserable World, that was some Raisins. Again, Bad Bob and Bam Powell. Couldn't get the keyboard player because he was touring in Europe. That's Ricky Nye. So I copied him on that. And that kind of half-baked piano was me trying to sound like one of the world's greatest boogie-woogie piano players. But back to requests. So I'm going to do a lot more electric stuff and everything, but I'm going to do a couple acoustic versions of songs. This is a very, very ancient song written for the Raisins, inspired by the lead singer, Stephen J. Athenis. Oh, look what I just did. There's no crew on site, you understand? Well, maybe there's a little crew. But, okay. Crew. I'm the crew, and I just failed myself. I'm docking my pay. Wait, I'm not, never mind. You get used to the bends in the road, keeping your head while your nerves are frayed, living proof of what my mother always said: a poor workman blames his tools. Yeah, you get used to the bends in the road. It's easy staying tough while your friends are in town. Save your strength for when they aren't around, and dance till you wear out the floor. Sing till your throat gets too sore. It's the code of the road and the city too. So sing some more. Someone's waiting for you, wondering when you'll be through, wondering what's the use of loving you. Someone's waiting for you, wondering when you'll come to, wondering what's the use of loving you. You think you got that magic touch that gives her a terminal crush, and you figure, hey, what's the rush? 'Cause she loves you anyway. You take it for granted that she'll stay forever planted, waiting for you, while every letter you write home says send cash drugs or obscene photos of yourself. But it's not very funny, because you always run out of money and friends at the same time, so you gotta call somebody. I heard you calling your mom. The rock and roller causes mommy. Send me some money. Send me some Xanax. Make it 2, no boots. Someone's waiting for you, wondering when you'll come to, wondering what's the use of loving you, of loving you, of loving you, ooh, of loving you. Okay, well, if that doesn't satisfy you, I might as well play a song that I requested. I requested this song because it's near and dear to me. It's a Psychodot song off the first Psychodot record. Nearly, well, about 30 years ago. I know I wrote the song 30 years ago because I had just stopped drinking and taking drugs, mentioned in the last song. And the weird thing was, rather than clearing things up, I just got more confused. What are you drinking tonight? I've never seen so many cheese puns as I saw just in a flurry this afternoon on Facebook. It was fabuloso. So here you go. Exaggeration, 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 baby. The truth strikes out again. Exaggeration, 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 baby. The truth strikes out again. Each time the coin gets tossed, I don't know if I've won or lost, worrying how much it's gonna cost if I try and I still fail. Can't tell the true from false. Should I run or should I waltz? An open wound and a pinch of salt makes a tough guy look so frail. Exaggeration, 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 baby. The truth strikes out again. An actress bows for her applause, wishing she could hide her flaws, as the beast within her bares its claws and tears her down to size. The best things in life are free till the world has fucked you to your knees. It's the dark side of reality, like a child telling a lie. Exaggeration, 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 baby. The truth strikes out again. that one awful day in Detox City, USA. They said, come back again when you can pay. We're running out of room. I couldn't dream away the hurt, so I stole their flag and I made a shirt and I decorated it with dirt as I vacationed on the moon. Exaggeration, 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 baby. The two strikes out again. Exaggeration, 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 baby. The two strikes out again. I just went on acoustic on you. Oh, great. Daddy's back. He came back. Everything's going to be okay now that Daddy's back. Maybe. This is a bass my friends, my two buddies, actually my three buddies, our sound engineer and two psychodots gave me for my 40th birthday. That was 125 years ago. It's Antigua. It doesn't get much uglier than this. I was talking about my ugly bass to a mastering engineer in Nashville named Richard Dodd. Richard has he's got a Grammy or two. Wonderful guy. We're the same age, and it's fun. He's from England. I'm from Ohio. By the way, England's watching. Hello, Gareth. And is it Bemis? Is it? I think I've got the wrong name. Anyway, hello, UK. But Richard grew up watching the Beatles, and then lo and behold, he ended up engineering the lead guitar player for the Beatles. His name was George Harrison, for you young people. And I was talking to him about George Harrison, and he said, you know, I've got a guitar that's ugly Antigua, like your bass, and George actually liked it. And I said, really? And he said, yeah, you want to see it? And I said, oh yeah. So I waited, and he came out, and he brought a case out, and there was a Stratocaster that was Antigua. It matched the bass. And the strings on it were very old and rusty, and I picked it up, and I immediately started trying to tune the guitar, and Richard very politely said, I haven't changed the strings since George played. So I very carefully stopped tuning the instrument and put it back in the case and patted it. And that's as close as I ever came to a Beatle. Dangerously close, is what I'm saying. That's where he belongs. Dad's down in the dungeon, singing daddy's songs. Time to change the baby, time to clean the pot, time to make some dinner. Daddy, what you got? Daddy, what you got. We can't tell if he's joking when he talks to himself. He's laughing till he's crying. We're worried about his health. Daddy's lost his mind again. We think he's got a gun. Mother, grab the children. How fast can you run? How fast can you run? Daddy's in the basement. He's coming up the stairs. He's shaking and he's sweating. He's tearing out his hair. Daddy's lost his mind again. We think he's gonna pop. Once we were so happy. Now it's all turned to rot. It's all turned to rot. Oh, hi, honey.
What did I tell you about that song?
Hi, honey. Hi. Hi. What song? I don't know what you're talking about.
I kind of have a love-hate thing going on with that song. If you must know, I'm out in the hallway, you know. But the baby in the end just really rips my heart out.
This is the former Susan Swanson. We celebrated an anniversary this week.
Earth Day.
It was Earth Day.
31.
Yeah.
I get to be the assistant on this song.
You know, I've got a whole list of things I've got to say during these songs, and I just want to do it. This is my 5th show. This is our 5th show. And we really didn't know what we were getting into when we started. You know, it started with Noah, my son, being completely unemployed as a stage tech, lost a summer's worth of gigs, and then all my musician friends were losing all their gigs, and then I lost all my gigs, and wow. But anyways, Sam Fetters in New York, newlywed Sam, is doing publicity, and Trace has helped him out, and Bob Mills, and Noah and Emily have helped with all the technology. Gordon Rankin, who's married to Kelly Rankin, whose birthday is right now, today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kelly. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kelly. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyway, and Gordon has helped a great deal. There's the technology that's going on is just nuts. There are 5 different pieces of software, like a phone app and 4 pieces on the computer and all this, and then plus just this stuff that I can barely keep up with. So these guys have all helped me a great deal. And
You have the right guitar? You plugged in?
yeah, that's a good question. Okay. So when I was growing up, when Swanee was just like, I guess, 6 months old or something, I was going to concerts in Detroit, and I went to see. There are some people watching tonight that I went to concerts with in Detroit. We would sneak off on weekends and go see the Kinks. We saw the Kinks a lot, and we saw Alice Cooper go from being reviled to being loved in rock stars. And we saw the Stooges a bunch of times, and we saw the MC5. And I love the MC5. I learned so much from them. And a lot of people they're just not hip to the MC5 from Detroit, which just amazes me because it's the MC5. And they were great, and I decided I just wanted to do an MC5 song, and I needed a little help from a lovely assistant. So I'm going to do a song written mostly by Fred Smith, but all of the 5, called Shakin' Street, off their actually their first real studio album back in the USA. Sure. You ready? Don't choke. Little old Nanny and sweet Sue too. Baby coming around and give me something to do. The mamas all warn them not to come to town. It got into the blood, now they gotta get down. Shakin' Street, it's got that beat. Shakin' Street, where all the kids meet. Shakin' Street, it's got that sound. Shakin' Street, you gotta get down. Streetlight Sam decided to make the trip all the way from New Jersey on his girlfriend's tips. He pulled into town and met Skinny Leg Pete. Said, come here, boy, I heard about the street. I heard about the place where all the kids go. Now I'm about to flip, I just gotta know about Shakin' Street. It's got that beat. Shakin' Street, where all the kids meet. Shakin' Street, it's got that sound. Shakin' Street, said we gotta get down. Shakin'. The kids on Shakin' Street never give in, 'cause all of their lives they've been living in sin. They know that they're bad, you know that they're mad. They take for the taking and they shake for the shaking. Folks keep complaining, they find it so shocking. All the kids wanna do is just keep on rocking. They ain't got no time to think about stopping. They just gotta get down and do a little stomping. Sally Faker wants to shake a shaker. Sally Satan says he's gonna take her to Shakin' Street. It's got that beat. Shakin' Street, where all the kids meet. Shakin' Street, it's got that sound. Shakin' Street, you gotta get down. Shakin' Street, it's got that beat. Shakin' Street, where all the kids meet. Shakin' Street, it's got that sound. Shakin' Street, so you gotta get down.
straight.
The Fetters family rocks out during the virus. What can we say? Thank you.
Thank you.
You're excellent.
Thank you for 31 years, Rob. Wow.
Oh.
It's been fun. Anyway, the next song Rob's going to play, shortly after we met, I was living in Pensacola, Florida, and he came back to Ohio, but he left me with a tape with this song on it, and I must have listened to this song at least 100 times a day. Before Rob fell in love with me, he had a fondness for bottlenose dolphins, and so he wrote this lovely song. My poor roommate at the time, she must have been like pulling her hair out. But anyway, enjoy the next song. He hasn't played it in a long time, so thanks. Bye. Thanks, honey.
Thank you. Yes, as you all know. Yes, excuse me. Keep it down, please. Thank you. Yeah. I'm an animal fan. I like dolphins. I like bottlenose dolphins and beagles. Ducks. Love a duck. You know, I talk about all these bands I've been in. You know, I went back to the Red Hot Tots when I was in, 10th grade, 11th grade. And Raisins and Psychodots and the Bears. But I always leave out the modulators. I actually modulated. I was an extra guitar player for the Modulators when John Bringelman, one of their guitar players and songwriters, couldn't make the gig because he was an English teacher. He had a real job. He requested this song, as did the Haskins of Burbank. She stole away my heart, it's floating away. I think I see it now, across the bay. I'll follow her through all the 7 seas. She makes reality appear unnecessary. She sings her song to me. I think she's in love with me. Love only God can see. It's not bestiality. We'll tour the whole world, avoid Japan. The people there might put her in a frying pan. Cruise over the waves, hold on to her tail. I hope we don't run into any killer whales. She sings her song to me. I love her and she loves me. Love only God can see. It's not bestiality. She don't dig booyahs or baby, baby, baby. Quaaludes or cocaine or born-again Christians. Fluid in motion, she likes to go fishing. She knows that we're on a very sacred mission. She stole away my heart, it's floating away. I think I see it now, across the bay. I'll follow her through all seven seas, she makes reality appear unnecessary. She sings her song to me. I think she's in love with me. Love only God can see. Love only God can see. Love only God can see. Okay, for my hardcore, long-term, dozens upon dozens of fans, that's obscure. I don't think I've ever played that solo before. Okay. And yet I know I'm going to get comments and requests for songs like Butt Boy. No, I'm not going to play Butt Boy. No, I am not going to live stream Butt Boy. I will not do it. Well, maybe I will. You don't know how desperate I'll be in another month. Okay, so where are we? Back to people who are watching. Did I mention Alabama? I got something that said new fans from Alabama. And if you think I'm going to play the opening chords, you're wrong. I won't do it. I will not do that. I'm not going to do that. That's a cheap shot. But hello, Alabama, and hello, Pacific Northwest, and Atlantic Northeast, Texas. Have I mentioned Russia? I think Andy's watching. Yeah, I did mention Russia. California, I've got relatives, friends. Kentucky, I think I got it covered. Oh, in case you don't know where I am, I'm in Ohio. I'm in southwestern Ohio, just outside of Cincinnati, along the Ohio River, the beautiful Ohio River.
One, two, three.
Saw you at the show. You're somebody I didn't know. Heard you got busted TUI. Well, things ain't changed much since we said goodbye. Heart is big as an artichoke, a leaf for everyone. Make way for all these copycats pretending to have fun. Looks like I gained a few pounds. Don't burn as much fuel like that when you're around. Seen a lot more frauds and fakes. Fancy meeting you here, you lead the parade. Heart as big as an artichoke, a leaf for everyone. Make way for all these copycats pretending to have fun. like Chanel, probably still sucked it long, but old enough to know nothing comes free. Everybody says so. I don't know why. I'll always love you deep down inside. Remember what I learned when I saw the light. That's when I got burned. Heart is big as an orange shell, early for everyone. Make way for all these copycats pretending to have fun. Heart is big as an orange shell, early for everyone. Puppies for everyone. Make way for all these copycats. Make way for all the copycats. Thank you. That's very kind of you. How's the cheese? I know we're very cheese-oriented, but tonight was going to be a house concert at my sister Wendy's, elsewhere in Ohio, and she was calling it the Pie Belt Tour. It consisted of one gig, but that's enough for a tour. So Wendy's there. Hi, Wendy. I love you. I think all my sisters and nieces. Jerry and Luann. They're not my nieces and nephews. They're my new relatives that I love. You're all out there. I got a note here. I got to talk about money. Okay, this is a free show. It started as a response to the fact that every musician I knew was unemployed, including me, and some are suffering greatly with this career shift. So there was a small demand for me to accept donations, and if you go to the YouTube, some people have trouble finding it sometimes, but on the YouTube page under description that Noah makes, there's a little blue button for PayPal me, and people have been really generous, and thank you very much. I've had enough to cover me and Noah and our expenses, and even enough to send little I'm calling Space Jam dividend checks to musicians. I wish I could do every musician I knew, but it's just kind of going week by week. And they think I'm crazy that I'm doing that, and I like being called crazy. I've been called crazy a lot during my life. But I feel good about it. But if again, if you are in any sort of scary financial position at all, do not think twice. Don't send me any money. But if you're Warren Buffett, send me money, Warren. That's cool. You know, I'm a big fan. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. That's as much as I'm going to talk about money. What's this one do? I don't know if that's the one I wanted. Yeah, maybe I like that one. Okay. Here's a song off my second solo album called Clown. I used to wanna be a rock star, used to wanna be black, but I found my true calling when I slip through the cracks. I'm a clown. look pretty silly with my hair cut this way, but if I scare the little kids, I laugh and say it's okay. I'm a clown. I'm a clown. My life's tragedy. You will never see. My sister was a dancer and my brother's a pimp. They made a dirty movie starring Zippy the chimp and a clown. My mother painted pictures of my daddy the jerk, who became the family martyr so he wouldn't have to work. I'm a clown. Clown. My life's tragedy. You will never see. I'm a clown. I dumb it down for the crowd, make a loud, vulgar noise. It strikes the funny bone of all the girls and boys. I'm a clown. So if you hang around with me, you better watch where you sit. You come to my circus, you're gonna step in some shit. I'm a clown. Life's tragedy. You will never see. I'm a clown. I'm a clown. I'm a clown. I had a sound effect, but I kind of like the weirdness of no applause. I'm acquiring the taste. So our next show, our next house concert, I would say maybe next week let's have cheese, but how about pies? How about pies? I think everybody could use some pie next week. So we'll have pie for dessert next week, along with cheese and all sorts of booze and drinks or whatever the hell you want to drink. I want to remind you, all the live streams stay up. Noah, my tech whiz son, very soon after we're done here, he'll have all the songs, and you'll be able to highlight them, and they link to wherever you want to find them in each live stream. So if you didn't hear your favorite Rob Fetters song, and from the comments I've received, everybody's going to be in that boat. Even the people that have never heard a Rob Fetters song, who are probably going, I don't know, man, I didn't really like any of those. Maybe there's something I like. Well, you'll be able to find it eventually, because I have a feeling before this pandemic is over, I'm going to play every damn song I ever wrote, except Butt Boy. And by the way, I didn't write Butt Boy. That was like co-written. A bunch of idiots driving a truck. tough audience. It's hard to figure out what band gets ownership of this song. There's the Raisin version, there's the Bears version. And people, especially if they've had a lot to drink, will corner me and tell me which one's better, for what reasons. And then they say, what do you think's better? And I say something stupid like, I don't know, I wrote the song. I'm just really glad those guys, instead of deciding to, not kill me that day, decided to play a song. But now that I'm here in my house and there's no band to play with, I'm just going to play it by myself. Mama's little baby likes fear and torture. Ouch! Mama's little darling likes violent sex. She thinks she's Queen Victoria. Giddy up, horsey! Ride the Pony Express. Oh no, trouble now. Are your nerves failing? Don't come unglued. If your heart's gonna speed, stay on your feet. Don't throw that moment away. No, 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 no. Yeah, being good ain't being happy. No. No, 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 no. Yeah, taking care ain't being there. Yeah. I'm out on a limb where the fun begins. Fear is never boring. I see a spark. Hear voices in the dark. They tell me don't lose heart. Sip on the lipstick to your guns, let her rip. Don't throw that moment away. consciousness barely floating. The slippery curve is approaching. My whole life flashed before I crashed. Fear is never boring. I think I see a spark. Hear voices in the dark. They tell me don't lose heart. Stiff upper lip, stick to your guns, let it rip, don't throw that moment away. Oh no trouble now. Are your nerves failing? Don't come unglued. If your heart's spacing on your feet, don't throw that moment away. Don't throw that moment away. Fear is never boring. Fear is never boring. Don't throw that moment away. That's about as close as I can get to Pink Floyd for you, you know. Oh, that was great. I mean, it was good for me. I hope you're having a good trip. And I know we're all on kind of a big, long, meandering, bad trip. But I'm so grateful that you've given me something to do. I'm going to, tomorrow, by, 14 hours from now, I'm going to be working on next week's show, pulling out a bunch of different rabbits out of the hat, I hope. I love you all. I forgot to thank my son Robert, who's here. We're going to get Robert to do a cameo at some point. He's very reluctant. I think I would have been reluctant to do a show with my dad when I was 23. I think I just probably would have bluntly refused. But Robert's here. He's been a great support. Swanee and Tilly the Beagle. We haven't seen the Beagle, but I hope you can come next week, 9 p.m. May 2nd, Saturday, May 2nd, Eastern Daylight Time, as it's called. If I've forgotten to do a shout out to you, don't think I don't love you, because I do. I'm just one of those guys that I love people. And I am damn sure we're all going to get through this. We're going to get through it. And we'll have some stories to tell. I'm talking too much. I don't care anymore. It's been really hard to read, and I'm a big reader. I love to get lost in books, but this week I finally got... my son Sam turned me onto a book called Ducks Newburyport, and I hit page 100 today. It's about 1,000 pages long, and I'm in love with the book, so I'm finally doing that. So things will return to normal. Actually, I don't even know what normal is. And I've played normal at a couple of shows if you want to hear that one, a Bears song. The Bears. And if you're just coming back to the show because you had to go away to, watch a cat video or something like that, again, all the songs are going to stay up forever. And next week I'll do my best to keep you interested. The day I discovered I wasn't the center of the universe, I threw a tantrum in the temple, kinda like the Son of God. And I thought to myself, if I keep thinking like this, I'm gonna go to hell, hell. Each time I humble myself, my pride begins to swell. There's too much company with the victims and the losers and the wannabes. Who's gonna notice if I'm nailed to that cross? So I sing to myself, if I keep singing like this, I'm gonna go to hell, where fear is never boring and true love is always snoring in an ugly motel. Holy roller soldiers are skirmish at the border with islanders, martyrs. Don't get any on you, atheists, Jews, me and you. We all need big love. Unwanted foreigners, AIDS infected loners, babies in the cradle, sleeping labradoodles, KKKs and Crips, take a sip. We all need big love now. Big love now. Big love now. Big. I wanna swim in the light, a child in a bright, shiny universe. I don't wanna get hurt, but I want my freedom too. So I pray for my will, but if I keep praying like this, I'm gonna go to hell. So I hide where I can't die inside my shell. Alcoholic addicts, kids with automatics, sunken on the pipe. God knows the time is right. White, black, brown, red. Mama said we all need big love. All the saints, all the sinners, the ones we eat for dinner, the enemies we hate and before it gets too late, the one we treat like dirt, Mother Earth. We all need big, 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 big love, 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 love now. Big love now. Big love now. The day I discovered I wasn't the center of the universe, I threw a tantrum in the temple, kinda like the Son of God. I'm gonna go to hell. 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 Holy roller soldiers of skirmish at the border with islanders, martyrs. Don't get any on you, atheists and Jews, surfers too. We all need big love. Unwanted foreigners, AIDS infected loners, babies in the cradle, sleeping labradoodles, KKKs and Crips, take a sip. We all need big love now. Big love now. Big love now. Big, 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 big love now. Big love now. Big love now. Big, 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 big love now. Swim in the light, a child in a bright, shiny universe. Swim in the light, a child in a bright, shiny universe. Thank you, everybody. See you next week. Oh, look who's here. Everybody, the whole family. We all love you, and we hope you have a great week.